Sony has a lot of cameras, and people usually get confused whenever they're buying their new camera. In today's episode, we're going to explain all of Sony's cameras, all of their lineup. So I tried to make this simple. I've categorized all of these cameras into sections based on sensor size, and later we'll talk about which cameras share the same sensor. So if you're looking for a certain look or a certain sensor or a certain image quality and you cannot afford this camera, there are multiple variations because Sony usually uses the same sensor on multiple cameras. But right now we have the main chart. So let's start categorizing them based on sensor size. First of all, we have the sensor size, full frame APS-C, 1-inch sensor, all the smaller sensors, and the flagships on the side. Then you have the type of shooters on the sides. So we have vloggers, video, photo, or hybrid. Starting with vloggers, they released the ZV series. It's Generation Z for vlogging, ZV. That's the actual explanation of the name. The first thing we're gonna add is the full frame version, which is the ZV-E10. This is the full frame version. This is the best of the best for vloggers. It has a great sensor, same as the FX3 and multiple other cameras. For this camera, there's two problems. You don't have an internal fan, so it overheats a lot. I'm shooting on one right now. It's great for low light performance. It shoots at 12,800 ISO. I'm showing you examples right now of it. This is my main workhorse at the moment, and I really like it. It has the AI chip. It's a great camera. I don't think they're going to update it anytime soon, so feel free to get it if you're looking for something on a budget. It costs around $1,600 to $1,800 at the moment. So the second variation is the APS-C one, which is the ZV-E10 instead of 1. We have the ZV-E10 Mark II. This is the newer version. There's the ZV-E10 Mark I. I think it was good enough for beginners, but the ZV-E10 Mark II is incredible. It shares the exact same sensor as the FX3, which is also a Cine Line camera. It also has the AI chip, same as the ZV-E1. If you're a beginner, if you're starting out, you're buying your first camera, you're a vlogger, you don't want to buy the big bulky cameras, you can get the ZV-E10 Mark II. But if you have the budget to go up to the ZV-E1, I would always recommend going to the ZV-E1 from the ZV-E10 Mark II. Next up, we have the 1-inch sensor or the smaller sensors, which is the ZV-1. It doesn't have any E's. The E part is from the E-mount sensor. So the Z is Generation Z, the V is for vlogging, the E is for the E-mount, from the E-mount lens, because it's an interchangeable lens system. And we explained all of the interchangeable lens systems and all that stuff in a previous video. This one has a fixed lens. It's a point and shoot camera. If you're going out to shoot travel video, home videos, it's a great camera. I would rather shoot on my phone. It's not for me. There's no flagship for vloggers. This, we'll leave it at X. I think the flagship for vloggers is the ZV-E1. Next up, we have photos. If you're a photographer and you're looking to buy a Sony camera, they have also a wide range of cameras. First up, they have the R series. You can find a lot of letters after the names like R, C, S. For photos, they have R, which stands for resolution, I think. So they have the A7R V at the moment, which is the newest version. It's an incredible camera. It has a flippy screen and it's tiltable. It has this 4-axis screen, the new one. It has the AI chip. It has 61 megapixel sensor, the highest image quality that you can get from a Sony camera right now. They have something else, which is the A7CR. The A7CR, same as the ZV-E1 and the compact cameras that they have, the rectangular ones. It has a smaller EVF. I don't like the EVFs on the side, but I've used it, it's okay. It has also a 61 megapixel sensor. The A7R V has 8K video in it. I'm not someone who uses 8K at all, even though I shoot video mainly. I'm shooting this on 1080p. My work doesn't require me to shoot on 8K. Next up, we have the cropped sensor version, which is the A6700. It's a great hybrid camera for shooters who want photos and also want some video. It can go under photos and it can go under hybrid if you want. It's a 24 megapixel sensor. It can take great video too, but you should know that it overheats in video. We have it's not like a 1-inch sensor. It's a smaller version of the A7R V, which is the RX1R3. Uses the exact same sensor as the A7R V, but it has a Zeiss 35 f2 lens that's fixed. no zoom in, no zoom out, not like the ZV-E10. I think it has its own customer base. I'm not one of them. You like to travel, to pack light, you don't want to pack a lot of lenses, but you want the higher megapixel, you can get this one. Now, between the A7R V and the A7CR, if you want something compact, you can get the A7CR. It will give you the exact same results. If you want to go the professional route, you can get the A7R V. You can get videos on it, but I wouldn't recommend it for videos. If you're shooting hybrid, there are hybrid cameras that we're going to talk about later. Now, for the flagship section, we're going to talk about the A9 III, which is the highest camera tier in Sony's photo section, let's say. They put everything in it. It has global shutter. It doesn't have rolling shutter jelly effect. If you're swinging a bat or whatever, you're playing sports or something like that, this is the best camera for you. The global shutter is incredibly fast. You can take 120 frames per second. That's photos, not videos, but it's expensive. You can also use it for video, but the global shutter gives you a lower dynamic range in video, so I wouldn't use it mainly for video. If you want it as a B camera, or if you have it on the side and you need a second angle for something else, you can get this camera. Now we're going into video. So video line for Sony cameras is simply the FX line or the A7S line. An A7S3, which is an old camera right now, it's like 6 years old, and the FX3. These are the top of the line full frame cameras. They share the exact same sensor. They are the low light beasts. It was, I think, released in 2019, 2020. I've used the FX3 a lot last year, and it gave me the best image quality that I can ask for. Editor Morris here, and I want to tell you that I bought the FX3 in 2026. I had to buy the FX3 because of a project that I need to work on, so I had to add it to my lineup, but I got it used because it's not smart to buy an old camera that's available used and pay the full price for it, especially for a camera that's getting renewed right now. So we hopefully can get a new camera, an FX3 Mark II or whatever they want to call it, later this year. So keep watching this video to see where it fits in the lineup and when it will be released. Both of them has two SD card slots. They can record in 4K 120 FPS and 1080 240 FPS. They are incredible. They are the all-rounded trusty cameras. I would go for the FX3, not the A7S3. Although the A7S3 doesn't overheat, the FX3 has an internal fan. Going to the APS-C version, or the Super 35 version, because we call it Super 35 in video, we have the FX30. So the FX30 is the exact same body as the FX3, but it shares the same sensor as the A6700. I'm going to explain all the shared sensors between Sony cameras later in the video so you don't get confused. It has dual base ISO also of 800 and 2500. It's not good in low light because it's a cropped frame sensor. I wouldn't use it if I'm going to shoot events. It shoots 4K 120 FPS with a crop and 4K 60 without a crop. The video line shares one good thing, the FX line in particular, which is recording ProRes RAW through HDMI out. If you have an external recorder, you can get it with the FX3 and the FX30. Is it something that I'm going to use? No. The image quality that comes out of the camera is incredible. I don't need ProRes RAW right now. The FX30 will be a good choice for someone who wants to start in video only. It takes photos though, but if you want to start only in video, you want a camera that you can afford, $1,800 at the moment, so you can just go buy it, get used to it, make more money, and buy the FX3 later, or if they release an FX3 Mark II. There's no point and shoot part in the video section because why would they do that? But there's a flagship, which is the FX6, FX9. We have the Burano, and the Venice. So the Venice is made mainly for like filmmakers. If they are making like huge films and movies, it's expensive. You're definitely going to rent it out. Same for the Burano. I've heard before that the Burano was internally made as the FX9 Mark II, but then they hiked up the price and released it as the Burano. It's made to be operated with a team. It has internal NDs plus IBIS. This is the first camera that does that in the market. It's $25,000, so you know, if you have the money, just go for it. The FX9 is an old discontinued camera. We're looking forward to get the FX9 Mark II and also the FX6 Mark II. Now the FX6 is the highest camera in the video department that I think it's reachable for most users. The FX6 has the exact same sensor as the FX3 and as the A7S3 and as the ZV-E10. Now the FX6 costs around $6,000, FX3 is $4,000, and the ZV-E10 is $1,800. And you're getting the exact same image quality. You can pair them like A, B, and C cam. You can get the A7S3 with them too. It's up to you. You can just mix and match these and you'll get the exact same image. Oh, we have the FX2 in the video line. The FX2 comes between the video and the hybrid sections. Wouldn't put it in the video mainly because it's not a video camera. It's a hybrid camera that's in a video body. I don't know how to explain this. It's the exact same sensor and internals as the A7 IV. Not 5, 4, gray, and it has a fan, and weirdly enough, it has an EVF. I don't know who asked for the EVF. I've ranted about it on Instagram. I've ranted about it on YouTube. I'm not gonna make the same rant over and over again. Who asked for the EVF? I don't know. I think they are trying it out. It's like passable in the FX3 Mark II or not. It's not. If you're preparing yourself to get into the, oh, we added the EVF into our video cameras, don't. The FX6 can get an EVF if it's external, like if you can add it and remove it like the Arri cameras, it's passable. But FX3 with an EVF, don't. You're ruining it. So all of these cameras can shoot video, but not all of them are made for video. This is a hybrid camera that's made for video rather than photos. Let's go to the hybrid section and start with the A7V. The all-new A7V is the best hybrid camera that you can get from Sony on a budget because there's a flagship hybrid camera that we're going to talk about later. The A7V and the A7 IV, both of them are incredible, very reliable. I've used the A7 IV before and I'm willing to try the A7V. The dual base ISO on the A7V is incredible, 8,800 or closer than 800 and 12,900. So you need to put something in the middle, like triple base ISO for the FX3 Mark II if you want, if you're hearing that Sony. The A7V is a great option. It just got released. The A7 IV is still a great option if you're on a budget, if you don't have the money to buy the A7V. The A7 IV would be way cheaper, especially if you buy it used. Now, for the APS-C and Super 35 part, the A6700 goes in the same field as the A7 IV and A7V because it's a hybrid camera too. You can use it in the hybrid section. You can also use it as a photo camera mainly because it makes great video, it makes great photos. I would usually categorize it in the hybrid part. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. Let's skip to the point and shoot. Now, they don't have a point and shoot, but they have the video camera that is hybrid too, which is the FX2. I'm going to put it in the point and shoot part because I don't like the camera, so yeah, sorry Sony. The FX2, a hybrid camera. It has a mechanical shutter, so it's a photo camera. It's not a video camera, but in a video body. So if you want to buy it, it's up to you. Especially with the A7V now being released, the FX2 doesn't make sense at all. And FX2 buyers are so mad right now because they bought it and now they released the A7V. If they release an FX2 Mark II, it would be incredible because the A7V is incredible. That's all of them. Yeah. That's the, oh no, we have one more. Okay, the flagship of hybrid camera, and I think this is the flagship of Sony cameras, like all of them, which is the A1, the Sony Alpha 1, 2, or 1, the first version. It's okay. The Sony Alpha 1 packs an amazing 50 megapixel sensor. It shoots 30 frames per second photos, not videos, raw photos. It has a fast readout speed. It doesn't have a global shutter, same as the A9 III, but the A9 III is made towards photographers more than hybrid. The A1 shoots 8K video. It was the first camera to shoot 8K video from Sony, and I don't think anybody used it. If you have the money for it, go and buy it. The price is close to the A9 III, but it's also close to the FX6. So if you want to buy a camera from Sony, you have all of this. You can screenshot it if you want. The flagships, if we're going from top to bottom, if you're a professional who's making a lot of money, switching from Canon or Nikon to Sony, and you want the best of the best, for photos, you can go with the A9 series. A9 III is the best right now. If you want something for video, you can go with the FX6. It's the best also. If you don't want to put all of that money, you can go with the FX3. It's slightly cheaper. Don't buy the A7S3 right now. It's not a good choice. I think the A7S4 or the FX3 Mark II is coming around within like a year or a year and a half, so it won't be a good purchase. The FX3 would be a better one because I think it will retain its price for a longer period of time. Now, these are the top of the line cameras. If you want a hybrid flagship, go with the A1. Even if you want to buy the A1 Mark I, the older one, it's also a great camera. There's not a lot of difference. If you want something that's not a flagship, but you want to shoot videos or photos or hybrid, for hybrid, you can choose the A7V. If you don't have the budget, go with the A7 IV. If you want to shoot photos, you can go with the A7R V, which is also expensive, but not as the A9 III. Or if you want a cheaper version, you can go with the A7CR if you don't mind the compact body. If you want to shoot videos, you can go with the FX3 also, or you can go with the ZV-E10. The ZV-E10 is a great option if you don't mind the overheating, or if you can buy an external fan and rig out your camera. That's what I did. That's what I'm doing right now. I have a fan on my camera. Whenever it's hot, whenever I'm going to shoot outside, I use the fan. It never overheats. I tried it with 4K 100 FPS for like an hour, and it didn't overheat. If you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of budget, you can go with the cropped frame versions. Now, the FX30 for video, the A6700 for the hybrid shooters, and the ZV-E10 Mark II for people who want something to travel with, if they're content creators, if they're doing something on the run, if you're a film student, if you're someone who wants to make their first film or to start building their portfolio, you can buy the FX30. Now, the cameras that I would genuinely tell you to stay away from are the FX2 and the RX1 R3. These two cameras have their own audience, they have their own customers. I wouldn't recommend them, especially the FX2. If Sony is making an FX2 Mark II, it will have the internals of the A7V. It will be an incredible camera. I would buy that over the FX3 because it will be cheaper and it will have a great sensor. I can take photos with it. It has a half decent body and a mechanical shutter, which is something for photo cameras, but I would get it for the internals. So that's my opinion. You can just tell us what's your opinion in the comments down below. Now let's talk about future updates and where the Sony FX3 Mark II will be. Sony usually uses the same sensor for a couple of cameras, usually 3 or 4. They have the same sensor for the FX6, FX3, ZV-E10, and A7S III. They all share the exact same full frame 12 megapixel low light beast sensor. Now, same thing goes for the A7 IV, A7C2, and the FX2. They all have the same sensor. You can mix and match these cameras, color grade them in the same way, and they will give you the exact same colors. Usually mixing A7 IV with FX3 or FX30 with an FX3 will have a slight shift of color if you're color grading them. If you apply the same LUT, you need to edit that a little bit in post. I don't like that. I like to use the same sensor when I'm shooting multicam. The A7V is the newly released version, and there should be an A7C Mark III, which will have the same internals as the A7V. The A7C originally had the same sensor as the A7 III, A7C2, same as the A7 IV, and the A7C Mark III will have the same sensor as the A7V. Then you have the cropped frame version, which is the FX30, A6700, and ZV-E10 Mark II. They all use the same sensor. If they upgrade the A6700, A6800 will give us ZV-E10 Mark III and the FX3 Mark II, which will have the AI chip, the upgraded sensor. Now for the photo first section, the A7R V shares the exact same sensor as the A7CR and the RX1 R3. You can screenshot if you want to keep them with you, but this is the lineup for Sony at the moment. A7R V is the main camera, A7CR is the compact version, C for compact, FX3 Mark II. The ultimate question, when will it be released? As of today, as of Christmas Eve 2025, nobody knows. But the good news, if you just bought an FX3, this camera will retain its value. Nowadays, cameras are not being upgraded as frequently as before, and the upgrades are minor. So if you have an A7 IV and you're looking to buy an A7 V, it's not a good choice. Wait for the A7 Mark VI. That way, you have your camera for 10 years. before upgrading. This is the upgrade cycle. People are not upgrading each and every time the manufacturer release a new camera. If you're looking forward to buy the FX3 Mark II, as I do, I would recommend waiting for it. If you need it, if you actually need the camera right now, if you have a project, you can either rent it out or you can just buy it, and it's okay. You bought a camera that you need. It's a tool. All of these cameras are tools that you're using to make money, to make a living. If this tool helps you, just buy it. It's not going to make you a better videographer. It will help you to make better content, but it's on you. All of these cameras will give you great quality, will give you great content, but depending on the content that you're making, you would choose one of these cameras. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and comment down below what you want to know about next. Tell us in the comments what camera do you have, and if you're looking forward to upgrade to any of the new Sony cameras, or if you're switching from any other company to Sony. And I'll make this video for Canon and for Nikon later, so subscribe to see that. We have a filmmaking course going right now on YouTube for free. There's no Patreon links or donations needed to enter the course or to see the course. It's on YouTube. You don't have to enter or register. You just go to our channel, subscribe, and start watching. It's in a playlist called Filmmaking and Videography 101 for beginners. There are some advanced classes that will be released later, so subscribe to see them too. And I'll see you in the next one.